Keegan-Michael Key, on the other hand, has been jobbing for commercials and insignificant roles in film.
My issue with everybody talking about him, they're like, oh, he just does commercials now. We thought you were going to be a star. You know how much money those people on national commercials get paid?
No, he's doing very, very, very well.
Y'all don't live in LA.
Being able to parlay something from Comedy Central and have that go away to still have a great career as a working actor.
Yes.
But I just think it's the curse of comparison.
Fans were shocked when Key and Peele abruptly announced that they would be ending their iconic sketch comedy show in 2015.
You could love somebody. You can't tell somebody else, don't be in love with this person. You don't know this man.
No, you definitely cannot. No.
You don't know this man. So everybody going online and saying, you need to break up with your wife because she's not letting you make movies.
So why didn't you say it the first time I said Aaron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a...
In all of the videos that I've seen about it, people talk about how at the time everybody thought that Keegan-Michael Key would be quote
He would be right. Well, he was the more
Aaron.
out there. He was
Aaron.
Right.
God, they love him. Everybody loves Locke. And she's like, that's great, that's great. How do they feel about his wife, who is now somehow the executive producer on my show?
He weaves
Jordan Peele,
suspense and everything else.
One of the scariest moments I felt about while watching one of his movies was the movie Up.
Okay.
And they're in the barnyard or something, like and it's night, and I was so scared. And it's just a jump scare, and it's not even a scary moment. But the way
he shoots and paces things and
so
all the elements
basically
together.
This is one of the few dramas I actually do know about. Akila Hughes, she's a comedian like person. I've actually met her a couple of times. And she pretty much does a stand-up with jazz music behind it performance where she pretty much talks about how she
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, she's a very interesting person. Every time when Casey Neistat had me in New York, he also invited her to these events too. So she was there most of the times when I was doing those things. And so she pretty much did this bit where she didn't call him out by name, but she said that she had a deal with Keegan-Michael Key, which is the light-skinned one, the tall one, and they were gonna create some
still
type
a comedian and doing commercials and
This is my issue with everybody talking about him. They're like, oh, he just does commercials now. We thought you were gonna be a star. You know how much money those people on national commercials get paid?
No, he's doing very, very, very
well. Y'all don't live in LA.
Being able to parlay something from Comedy Central and have that go away to still have a great career as a working actor.
Yes.
But I just think it's the curse of comparison. People are comparing him to his co-host, who is now a revered director, and that's kind of the ultimate and the kind of pinnacle of entertainment. So
and all of the videos that I've seen about it, people talk about how at the time everybody thought that Keegan-Michael Key would be
he would be right. Well, he was the more out there. He was right. No, he was great, and he was the more out there comedically of the two of them. But then you just be like, hey, Jordan Peele.
So you don't know anything about the beef. Side of him. So she came out and did this stand-up set. And
tell me about it. What happened?
Without saying anybody's name, she said that they had a show going on for Disney, and his wife pretty much ruined the whole thing.
Whose wife?
Keegan-Michael Key.
Wife ruined the show that she was a part of.
Fans were shocked when Key and Peele abruptly announced that they would be ending their iconic sketch comedy show in 2015. At the time, everyone assumed the duo was simply ready to move on to bigger opportunities, and that was true for one of them. Jordan Peele's Hollywood career skyrocketed, becoming one of the most respected, and I think we'll find ourselves back together. I do not have a timeline for that, but I would jump at the chance to work with him again in any capacity. Fans had no reason to believe that there was any bad blood between them. Maybe they had simply grown apart naturally over time.
Yeah,
but that assumption started falling apart after a comedian who worked closely with Keegan publicly shared a story that completely changed the way people looked at Key and Peele's relationship. In April of 2026, comedian Akila Hughes shared her experience working with Keegan-Michael Key using the not-so-subtle code names of Locke and Banana.
He is... And I don't think this is too shady. I think it's true. The less the less successful half of a comedy duo
Come on,
that was
don't
prolific
say that.
in the
Don't-
2010s.
Don't say that.
I mean, that's how
Perhaps,
people associate.
you know, I think their
she's-
code names could be Lock and Banana.
She also tweeted, "If you ever wondered why K and PEL don't work together anymore, watch the next video in this thread." So there is absolutely no confusion in regards to who this story is about. Akila got connected with Keegan-Michael Key while developing her own sketch comedy show, not necessarily for his creative input, but
Okay, but pretty much my point is, yeah, you get it.
Well,
Did you want more? Did you want more?
Well, I think I
Okay,
got
okay,
the
okay.
context. Basically, you're going to find out more. Is she going to tell us more?
Okay.
because she needed an established celebrity attached as an executive producer to help make the project more attractive to networks and studio executives, which
Right.
is very common in the industry. But
Yes.
with Keegan came his wife, Elle Key, who supposedly wiggled her way to an executive producer role for the show.
My agent at the time calls me and she goes, "How is pitching going? How do people feel about Locke?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, they love him. Everybody loves Locke." And she's like, "That's great, that's great. How do they feel about his wife, who is now somehow the executive producer on my show?" And I'm like, I hadn't really thought about it. I don't think people like her very much.
But the strategy was effective. Having Keegan on as a producer landed them an official offer from Disney. Then one day, Akila was contacted by Jordan Peele's wife, Chelsea Peretti, warning her about Keegan's wife and her involvement.
She says,
I'm
"I'm just calling you because I wish someone would have
Come on, dude.
From those two pictures they just
Chelsea
showed.
Peretti is a legend. Super
those two
funny.
pictures they just showed. There was
Super funny person.
some similar. I don't deny that. I
he
don't doubt
picked
that.
the right person to marry.
I'm going off of what I see.
Do you know who she is?
No.
You don't know who Chelsea Peretti is?
No.
Oh, dude,
I'll
she's-
say it again.
She does about an hour of a monologue at me about how, she thinks that his wife is like Phil Hartman's wife. That she wouldn't trust her to hold a baby.
Phil Hartman's wife
That
killed
she
Phil
once
Hartman,
poured
right?
alcohol
Okay.
on her birthday cake and this person is sober. And she says, there's no accounting for how much money she's cost that black man.
Despite the warning, Akila continued working.
So yeah,
So
you
she's
get it.
not a
You get
nice-
it.
So she's not a nice figure.
Y'all, that it's so messed up. Listen, I understand because I've had moments in my life where I got involved in other people's relationship and
Right.
I regret it.
Yeah.
I absolutely regret it. Even if you're
Yeah.
right.
Outside looking in, it's different.
You could love somebody. You can't tell somebody else, don't be in love with this person. You don't know this man.
No, you definitely cannot. No.
You
Yeah.
don't know this man. So
the-
everybody going online and saying you need to break up with your wife because she's not letting you make movies good enough.
The heart wants
you
what the heart
don't know
wants.
him.
No.
You don't know him.
Every situation is different.
And I feel you, the parasocial relationship. You're like, man, he could have made this movie or not because of her. She's Yoko Ono. Don't get involved in other people's relationships because maybe he needs somebody to tell him he don't like pickles. And I get it. Maybe she is bad for him. Who knows?
I do like pickles.
But it's just you. You cannot. All the people online talking about it. It's like, listen. One day I might marry a girl
You got
that's no
something to
good for
say.
me.
You got something to
I'm not
say
gonna let
about
people
this.
online tell me.
You shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
I'm not gonna let people online tell me. Even
You
if
gotta
it's
do
true.
you. You gotta do you. You gotta
You
learn for
don't
yourself.
know
You
what's
gotta make
going
your
on
own
behind the scenes.
mistakes.
Your own
mistakes or
your own mistakes to make. Because I've been there in my life and I'm like, you need to break up with this person. This person is bad for you. People I love. And I'm right about it. And they do eventually do it. But the thing is, I've just learned.
You gotta let people.
Can I tell
do
you
it
why?
themselves. That's what life. That's what life's
Let me
about.
tell you. Let me tell you.
That's life. You just be a guiding. Just be a friend.
Let
be
me
a
tell
guiding
you.
little hand, and then you gotta.
What
step
I
up.
learned is you could tell somebody to
break
break
away.
up with somebody and they get with somebody worse.
Yeah. Well.
That has happened to me. I was like, oh, shit.
Well, that's a them problem. They need to learn. Well, they got out of one mess and
Then
hopped right
and so
back into
after that
another.
happened to me, I said I'm never gonna get involved in somebody else's relationship again because they might get with somebody even worse.
I think you just you gently guide, make your peace, make your case. And you gotta
Yeah,
let
you can
people-
gently guide and
you gotta let
say
people do what people are going to do.
as calm as you
know?
are, but you
know,
have to let
do
other
them.
people make their decisions for the
Yeah,
relationship,
absolutely.
even if you are right.
No, absolutely. And then they'll maybe appreciate it after they're out of that situation.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
their wife. Okay.
So yeah, there's been this
And
huge
drove a
controversy,
wedge in
right?
between. So the controversy seems like it's more between
Yeah.
her and him, and less between.
And the fake news
Key and
is
Peele,
the
right?
fake news is people believe that Key and Peele broke up because of this woman, but she didn't start dating him until after.
Yeah, it sounds sort of like a separate issue.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
is a separate
necessarily
issue.
give context to
And
their
I'm gonna be the
falling out.
first person on the internet to say this: you can't get involved in other people's relationships, no matter how right you think you are.
Oh, that's where you're going.
Because all the people online are like, he needs to break up with her because he could be in Star Wars 4.
Well,
you don't know what people are going through.
You don't know anything.
You don't know
about
what people are
that.
going through.
You don't know that maybe half of his success is attributed to her. You don't know.
You don't know
what goes on. The
You
better
don't
half.
know. You don't know.
The better
You
half,
don't know.
perhaps.
You might be right, but
Or she's a Yoko.
don't let your. And I like Yoko Ono. I'm the only person I like a couple
Great
Yoko
artist.
Ono songs.
No, great artist. But you know,
Am I your angel?
the shorthand for Yoko Ono is the woman who broke up.
John
broke up the
Lennon
Beatles.
was a mess up
Broke up
before
the band.
that. I'm more of a John Lennon fan than a Beatles fan, so I'm very familiar.
Okay. Yes.
But John Lennon messed up his own life. Don't put it on her.
Okay.
He was messing stuff up way before that.
I'll defer to. Yeah.
Who said we're bigger than the Beatles?
That's
We're
true.
bigger than Jesus Christ? John Lennon.
Go.